Good sales. Sorry.
Oh, we're fine.
Oh, just Karma. Money. No, maybe I'm upset. Maybe it's the market. I already yeah, they will take the money. We could take the wasn't he's actually well, I can even see it like nine there after the kids. Got a dish. Mm. Don't like and I
Oh, the rest.
Oh, the rest. So you just extra crumbs. Sorry.
Just a my gosh. Don't you know? Oh, the storm already.
You can't over.
Keep this first. Fun. Yes. Fast, fast, fast. One voice. Use them, use them. Keep going. Go, James. Keep going, lads. Come on. Go. Yeah. Oh, you said no. Keep it around me. I really want to go wrong forward.
Sorry, reset, reset.
Bon, George. Sounds nice.
No, so flush that.
Yep.
Me,
Hopefully.
Neil, please.
Where this is the pencil. Yeah, but sorry, man. What? Well,
Jake, we didn't get that done. You know, the girl after sometimes my friends tend to be
are you guys ready? What?
we didn't get that selling. Selling the skits. You know, the girl after sometimes my friends tend to be
Are you guys ready? What's this?
I don't like the long throughs for like extra hour.
Wait, no.
Procedures for the delayed inset on commentary that the blame is still in Hopkins Ward. So I'm the commentator Jack O'Sullivan. Joined here by Lansdowne player Ben Papua. So if you're joining us here, just to fill you in, Lansdowne, we're tight tussle here at City of Armagh, 12 points to 7. It's Lansdowne on the attack here in the early stages. James Kenny getting the ball out. Carried up by Greg McGrath. Trying to find some yards here. Keeping it nice and tight. Armagh up to the top, getting in like that. Captain Cook picks and goes around the corner. These moments, Ben, just ask you to jump in here. What do you think the lads it's going to be game? Blazing, blowing, for potential to get the ball out wide?
I think so far it's been very cagey. I think Lonzo would have had a lot of territory at the end of the first half. So I suppose they're probably quite keen to get on the scoreboard at the start of this half. But I think it is a day for keeping it tight, especially with the way the wind is.
Yeah, just listening to some of the chat there before the game on Armagh, it sounded like they were missing a couple of players. Some of their supporters weren't overly, I suppose, overly confident on this game today, but they look like they're well in this game, really asking questions to this Lansdowne team. Lansdowne there finding a little bit of space on the outside channel, but they're well muscled up. Armagh looking for the choke tackle here, looking at George Clancy for the turnover, doesn't get it. And McGrath jumping in at the 9, passes it out to Clark. Needs to get the ball away here. Great phase is going on here for Lansdowne. Eventually get away to the backs. Redmond has a look, finds a Redmond space. O'Sullivan gets on the outside. Does he have the strength? No, it just gets tackled. 8 meters out here. Kenny again recycles the ball. Parada. Again, Kenny dishes it out. Probably wants a little bit of quicker ball from his forwards here. McGrath has a snipe from Armagh. Does he get it? Yeah. Turnover. Excellent turnover from the Armagh 13, Timmy McNeese. The second big moment from him. Another brilliant turnover from him at the first half there, down the opposite end. Just to suck the life out of the Lansdowne, frustrate them that little bit more.
Yeah, you can see, I suppose, every breakdown there, Armagh are throwing men in. It's definitely something that would have been spoken about before, is that they're putting a lot of pressure on that ruck. So I suppose those kind of long phases of play as they kind of go on, it's just something that you need to keep in mind, is to just keep making sure you're getting those men in early, because that's kind of Armagh's bread and butter in defence.
It just looks like Lansdowne seem to be just trying to force the little one-out passes there. They're not taking their time on the ball, Ben. Just in terms of, I suppose, leading into a week like this, what would be the focus of a Lansdowne team when you're coming up against Armagh, the back of good win against St Mary's, obviously a Bateman Cup title in there as well. What was the focus for the team this week?
Well, I suppose, like, from playing Armagh just before Christmas, you know exactly what sort of game it's going to be. I know it's on the Astro this time, but I suppose physicality was just the key message throughout the week in both attack and D. As Lansdowne get the turnover here.
Yeah, Lansdowne look to play it out wide now through the backs, and they find O'Sullivan out wide. Plays a good in, just well blocked. Again, it's those last chances from Lansdowne just going astray. It seems to be just a little bit of a theme of them throughout this season, and definitely here today. Those last passes not going to hand. Again, just maybe might be argued just unnecessary turnovers. They're in easy position there. Give the ball back to Armagh here now, and chance for them to try and ace it through the scrum. For any of the AIL diehards that might be tuned in here today watching, there are some great results across the league yesterday. St Mary's most notably bouncing back away from home down in Young Munster. Clontarf had a good win against Ballynahinch. Turner had a good win against UCD yesterday. Who was the last game? So you know it's a wide open league now this year. Con just seeing here 43-10 against Glarion. It's a great win down in staying in Cork.
Yeah, I think this is big for Lanza now. There's been a lot of early pressure in the second half, which would be exactly what they would want. I suppose there would be a bit of pressure kind of going into it after not really, I suppose, punishing Armagh for all that pressure at the end of the first half.
Do you think Lansdowne might be just slightly missing the likes of Andy Marks in there in the back line? Just looks like they maybe aren't getting phases together as much as maybe would have liked, or just that little lacking a little bit of leadership.
I don't know where it's leadership. I suppose when you have the likes of Andy Marks, a player who is able to make something out of nothing, obviously that's always going to be is always massive for Lansdowne. But I think where we're losing that right now is just in tight. So I think it's probably trying to tighten it up and not showing those passes, and then just making sure that we are more clinical when we get in.
Break off the back there from Saloon. And again, it's set 13. McNeese making good yards. They look to play territory. The wind, trying to figure it out there in the first half. Looks like it's just blowing straight down towards that far end. That's a good exit from Armagh. You know, as this game creeps on, pressure will start building on this Lansdowne team. But over the last couple of games I'm watching here, Ben, it seems like every time Lansdowne do look to the bench, there's a very good direct impact that those guys tend to bring on. And just looking at some of the guys that they have today, the likes of Barry Fitzpatrick, Jack Matthews, who we saw in the Bateman final, loves to bring the tempo into the game. Chris Poole, another guy from up north.
Could say is. I think well, it is the strength. I suppose the big strength of Lansdowne this year is just the depth in squad is absolutely massive. So I suppose you never really lose faith because you know you have those lads coming off the bench to make an impact. But turnover here.
That's some good yards, good sniping play there from Finley. Gets around the corner and again, just going back to their phases. Played out by Cromie there. Again, McNeese. Looking for yards. He's isolated here. Needs to get in. Dunalala goes have a look. Sees some space in behind. That's a great kick. Just pinning Lansdowne back inside their 22, deep inside. Keeping that pressure on, playing in the right areas. The Armagh coaches will be happy with that one.
Again, I suppose if you're watching and you can't really probably notice it, but there's a very strong breeze going that way for Armagh. So these types of positions are exactly where they want to be. It'd be very hard for Lansdowne to exit from here into that breeze. I suppose does kind of show the importance of like when Lansdowne do get into that 22, they need to be clinical because these are very tough places to get out of.
Again, they look to the number 8 Lawler there just to carry up. Truck the ball, gains about 2 or 3 meters. Kenny might look to box here. A knock on from Lansdowne again. That was Harry Reardon, was it? So they have the option here, Armagh, to put in. Just speaking to the Armagh captain there, Simpson. What he looks like they're going to take the line out. Yeah, the wind's just having a little bit of an impact there, just on those high balls. Just hard for the back players there to judge, just in terms of flight. You might not see it now from the screen, but there is a bluster that's flown across the pitch there. See it in the touch judge's flag. Great throw. Duck. And just at the crucial moment, it's not going to count. Just bringing it back here for the knock on. Yeah, just looking just a little bit flat in the early stages of the second half here, Ben. Just kind of waiting for this one to kick into life.
Yeah, it is definitely turning into a bit of an arm wrestle, which I suppose is kind of always expected when you're playing against Armagh. There's a lot of kind of little errors now, I suppose. The breeze is a big factor. I think like obviously the next score is massive, but Lansdowne need to exit now and then just try and get phases going again in the Armagh half.
Yeah, it looks like kind of watching the way the decision making's been going. They seem to be looking to try and go for the corner at every opportunity when I suppose maybe you might have looked at the posts and on other days. Is that something that the guys spoke about before the game?
I don't know whether it's necessarily spoken about. Obviously, hindsight's great. I know we were watching in the first half saying go to the corner, and then other lads saying take the three. And of course, obviously, then if you miss touch or you don't convert, then it's easy to say take the three. But I suppose you kind of have to just feel the momentum of the game and the way you kind of feel it's going. I suppose looking back now, you would have said to take the points, as it is really kind of getting tighter and tighter. But just need to exit here and get the ball back and start putting pressure on Armagh.
Scrums here today have been a good tussle between the two sides. Hard to gauge who has the upper hand here. Armagh packing down with the likes of McCormick, current Ulster player in the front row against former pro Greg McGrath there, dropping in on the tight side. Some big boys on those two packs there coming out onto the pitch today. Big collisions across the game so far. Again, Kenny looks to feed. Referee Joe Clancy blows the whistle. Season infringement there from the Armagh.
It's great pressure from Greg there. Scrum something that's on leaps and bounds over the last few weeks. So a few more of them now in the second half make a big difference, especially trying to get up the pitch with that wind. But Mads found a good touch there. So win this line out now and start trying to build pressure in the Armagh half.
The line-out has been something, I suppose, in Lansdowne over the last couple of years. Maybe hasn't been the most consistent aspect, but it seems like they seem to have found a bit of a pattern in it now. They win a majority of their ball, get some good rhythm in terms of the shapes that they're showing through the calls Jack Cook's putting in. And I've just thrown in the commentator's curse, turnover. It's always the way. Looks to play it long. Sean Gavin's there to pick up the pieces. Gives a nice easy ball out to Killen Redmond. Looks to run the ball back. Looks like he's isolated, needs to get numbers there. Again, just maybe with that win, just decided it was safer just to hold on to it. And Bukes there, just giving the call as to when to deliver that ball. Just truck it up. But again, Armagh looking to try and get that choke tackle in, just slow the play down on Lansdowne. Again, Captain Cook trucks it up. Nice position here to look to box. Just sets himself. Needs to be careful on the time. Catches a little bit high in the wind, catches that. Referee plays it on. Lansdowne hold on to the ball. Looks like there might be an opportunity right here if they spread it early. Good athlete on the inside there from Killian Redmond. Look to recycle the ball, need to keep it moving. Referee's playing advantage. I think there was a high tackle maybe in there, and the referee calls it back. Yes, high tackle there from number 10, Evan Crummy. Maybe not used to putting himself in those sort of positions on the wider channels and one-on-one tackles, but that's good play from that time.
He kind of fortunate there, went wide, I suppose it probably was on, but you can see the pressure, like as soon as that tackle's made, Armagh trying to get that ball back, but big chance here, kind of gotten away with losing the last one, we're back where we were, so need a big line out here from the lads, and hopefully build that pressure at long last.
Playing in the truck there of the Aviva Stadium, seeing the backgrounds here, everything's getting set up now for upcoming Six Nations games, obviously on the back of a good win from Leinster last night on the main pitch. It's great turnout here again today. Great to see all the numbers that are turning out for AIL rugby as Lansdowne win the ball now and trucking it forward. Jack Traynor with the ball at the back of the ball, looking to try and squeeze some yards there. Mark climbing in over, looking for it. A little bit scrappy, but gets it away. A referee again pinging Armagh. The penalty count starting to mount, putting unnecessary pressure on themselves. And again, it was the number 10, Crummy. Again, Lansdowne waved the opportunity to take the post. They're going to kick it down the trams. Madigan finds a good touch. Ben, if you were calling lineouts here today, what would you be looking to do? Truck this up or let your backs have a run?
I'd say maybe it might be a trick play in here, but I think, to be fair, I think the 3 points would have been a bit far out there with the way the wind is. But this is a great chance here now. It'd be interesting to see what they go for.
Just seeing there, Jay Carr's joined us, number 17. Big boy that's joined the Lansdowne ranks this year. Is referees just slight holding plays, the Armagh players rally in just to get a couple of messages in. Lansdowne compose themselves for the throw-in. See the man with the ball here, Jack Traynor, actually joined from City of Armagh this summer. So again, he's playing against probably a lot of his old friends. Hopefully still friends. He sets himself to get the ball in. Clancy just making sure everything's intact. Gives the call. Well taken by Captain Cook, and looks like Lansdowne get the front shove. Looking to try and get that ball back. Back there. That's away. Karate. Karate. There's trying back his pace. Switch on the inside. Just tries to move. Recycled by Lansdowne. Again, Kenny looks to try and play blind, goes back. Trucks it up himself. Big, strong 9. Again, he's under pressure. Have Armagh turned it over? Turnover. Brilliant turnover by Armagh. Again, just at those crucial moments, Lansdowne just not really being able to recycle that ball. Excellent play from the Armagh D. Really standing up to everything Lansdowne have to throw at them here at the moment. Brilliant. Delighted. But again, just frustrating that Lansdowne attack. Finds a good clearance. Doesn't find touchdown. Lansdowne gets to come back again through Killian Redmond. Looks to straighten. Big hard run from Redmond. And again, just creeping those penalties.
It's like they're taking the points. So done is called.
Yeah. A lot of opportunities there. Captain Cook decides to take the points. Or crack at the points. Just try and get something out of all these opportunities that they're getting inside the 22 here. Armagh, again, the defence has been relentless, standing up to everything that Lansdowne have thrown at them thus far. Just at the crucial moments, getting some hands in there. And really just starting to frustrate this Lansdowne team.
Yeah, I suppose it all starts from the maul D there. It's very hard to attack off a maul that's going backwards or it's static, and you really want to be trying to get that forward. But I suppose the backs did well to get it wide. But again, it's just that rook pressure from Armagh, which I suppose, even if you know is coming, can be very hard to deal with because it's something they're very good at.
Yeah, it looks like this Armagh team over the course of their time now when they really starting to find their feet and just become a little bit more competitive in a lot of the fixtures that maybe they would have shied away from over the last couple of years. So I was just looking at the clock. Again, Madigan doesn't find his connection with that. That's second bad miss from him today. Disappointed with that one. Again, just giving just easy confidence back to that Armagh side. Just looking at the clock here, still about 20 minutes to go, and this is usually where the teams will look to start to try and get their vengeance. You'd hope the Lansdowne supporter that might be where Lansdowne start to find a little bit of opportunity. Again, just trying to play that choke tackle, finds deck, recycles the ball well with a dummy runner, playing out wide. Again, great tackle from McNeese. Just putting Lansdowne back, forcing the pressure on. Lansdowne do well to recycle. Back to Bukes.
Slimy ball, looks like a box feature.
Yeah. James Kenny's not looking to play around, and again just tries to play territory, put them under pressure. Nearly.
Lansdowne have.
Thought there might have been a knock on there from Lansdowne, but it didn't seem to, from that way in Clancy's eyes. Holds on to the ball, holds on to possession now inside the 10. They can try and find a little bit of pace here. Madigan again, straightening. Again, Kenny just looking to snipe. Doesn't find any change out of that. Brings it back to the big boys. Finding some good yards. And again, Kenny just dishing it out to Jack. Cook finds the yards again. Not looking to shift it too wide here. Just playing nice and tight. Trying to earn the right to go wide, it seems. Again, just trying to muscle their way up. Suck in those Armagh defenders. Again, just keeping it nice and tight. Not getting too much out of that. Just needs to get himself out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Again, not a penalty.
So, corner of that one.
Little chat there between Jack Cook and out half Stephen Madigan. Again, they're going to back the line out. Try and squeeze as much as he can out of this. Finds touch about 10 metres out. Really, for all the opportunities and the territory and possession Lansdowne have had here, they really do need to try and get something out of this, because the longer this game goes with a one-score game, the doubt will start to creep in, and Armagh, every time they hold one of these out, will back themselves that they can go and find something out of this.
Yeah, we've seen it so many times. Have all the kind of territory, all the pressure, but one moment and one drop ball, one loose pass, and all of a sudden that lead's gone. So this is very important as that ball's won at the back.
Yeah, and they keep it tight by Fitzpatrick. Takes it and runs. Looks to try and crunch his way forward. He's matched again by the Armagh defence. And again, Lansdowne just knocking it on at the crucial time. Just not getting the communication in as to who is to take that forward. And again, handing the ball back to Armagh. That must be the fifth time now since we've jumped on here that Lansdowne have had opportunity to score, and through their own faults.
Yeah, and you'd imagine here as well, obviously trying to get the pressure on this now. You can see Chris Cook's on hooker for Lansdowne, but again, this is a good opportunity for Armagh to exit with that wind and go back into Lansdowne half, and again, it's another missed opportunity.
As a player, Ben, I suppose prepping for these games, Saturday rugby versus Sunday rugby, do you think just the slightly delayed kickoff of Sunday kickoff time might have any impact on just your preparation for these games?
Well, I'm very used to playing on Sundays now, but I definitely think there is a difference. Kind of having that extra day. I suppose usually if you're in work, you probably don't have as much time to be thinking about the Saturday. But I suppose I don't know what lads were doing yesterday, but sitting around all day, kind of waiting for it to happen.
Just as we're watching there, Armagh win a good penalty and get to clear their lines once again. Slight infringement there from Lansdowne front row. Yeah, looks like Lansdowne now starting to shift in the substitutions. Clark makes way for Clive Ross, stalwart of the Lansdowne team over the last couple of seasons. Another player on this pitch with a spell with Ulster Rugby. As Armagh look to cut straight through the first angle. And again, looking to play a 7-style rugby, finding great yards, and again, just not finding the hands. Trying to force it that a little bit too much and turn it back over. Lansdowne now with an opportunity to play it wide. Have a look up. Looks like the fans are getting excited here. See an opportunity. Oh, great tackle again from McNeese. He's been brilliant today for Armagh in terms of defence. Fighting everything that comes his way. Redmond now finding good yards. Jack Matthews entering the fray here, just trying to bring the tempo back into this game. Get his forwards around the corner as they find the halfway line now. Madigan brings it forward, plays it tight, and Bukes now crashes over the halfway line. Not a good tackle carry from Lansdowne there. Met by the Armagh defence. Now creeping towards the 10-metre line as they look to get in and go wide. Nice. Armagh well up in defence and took back on the inside, just simple carries. Just trucking forward here now. Trying to wrestle his way to get that ball back for Matthews. Again, they're going to look to have another go at the back. Again, Armagh looks like they're going to have a snipe. Again, looks like he's isolated, needs to get pulled in there. Chicken sees a hole. Again, Matthews recycles the ball well. Looks like they're going to break tight. Oh, he's well held there by Armagh. And again, they get the numbers back. Looks like they should be able to defend this. And again, Redmond, hard man to tackle at the moment. Big, strong carry of the ball. And again, yeah, that's, yeah, Clancy's had enough. And again, second yellow of the game for Armagh. Just too many errors, too many infringements from the Armagh defence, and I don't think they can have any complaints on that.
No, I suppose you can already see the impact that the bench is having, particularly Jack Matthews, or JM9 as he likes to be known. He's very quick around those rucks, and he's kind of increased the tempo of the game here a bit. So hopefully that's kind of the way it goes. And you've Clive Ross coming on now as well. I think he's the first Lansdowne man to play over the age of 40. But another good chance for Lansdowne here now. But this really does have to go.
Very quickly, Ben, what the fans, or I suppose what the viewers all really want to know. Who's the best banter on the team these days? A lot of new faces in there, some Corkana lads, some City of Armagh lads. Who brings the energy now on a Saturday night or a Sunday night in these cases? Who's going to be the first man on the bar here?
I suppose that hasn't changed over the last few years, and that'll always be Roy Clark. A lot of lads might recognise now he kind of looks a bit like a German Shepherd with his hair now, but I think some things never change. Roy knows we're the first man up there.
Roy Clark setting himself up after this for a big date tonight by all accounts. As Lansdowne just set themselves up here, look to find Bukes, a great lineouts. They set the platform, looks like they've got a good shove here now, and they look to try and push themselves forward. Armagh potentially trying to roll around on the side. Clancy keeps his arms down, happy enough with what he sees, but Lansdowne now, Madigan gives it. He looks to keep it tight. And again, Armagh look to try and choke the tackle. And just breaks down slightly in terms of the shape. Do well to recycle the ball, and Dunlawler now looks to try and chuck it up again. Finds yards. Lansdowne desperately trying to get that ball out now. As Cook tries to put all his weight in and crash it forward. Gets another yard closer, and again Ross gets another half a yard, scrambling across the ground there. And it's a turnover. Oh. Lansdowne will be very, very, very lucky and grateful for George Clancy blowing his whistle there, because if that wasn't called, it was a 1v1 with nothing but green grass or green astroturf in front of him.
Yeah, it's kind of what I was saying earlier. Like, it's definitely happened to us a few times. But that one score lead is a very dangerous lead, particularly 5 points. So very fortunate there to get the offside, but another big chance here on the 5-metre line.
Just to the right of your screen there, we see Paddy Gore just about to become a father. Another good stalwart of Lansdowne. Getting the ball back for his hooker, Chris Poole. As Lansdowne look to play it wide, and he's turned over by Armagh. Very brave decision to go up in the air there. Well read. And again, give the ball back to Armagh as they look to clear their lines. Doesn't find touch now. Sullivan has a chance to counter and looks to try and straighten. Great step off the first man. Avoids the first challenge. Look to get it wide now and try and crash up with True McGrath. Gets the ball away to. It looks like this man's in there. And again, advantage shown there by George Clancy as the ball gets wide. Higher route looks to see if he can find space. And it's a block over there. The back. Clancy never comes back for a penalty. You know, Lansdowne, they're putting faces together here, but Armagh, everything they're throwing at them, they're fighting for their lives, really staying in the hunt, staying in the fight, trying to desperately keep themselves in a fighting chance of this game. They don't see this as a game that's slipping away from them.
No, as Lansdowne would try again to get the extra 3 points, but it's exactly what you know coming into the game. That's Armagh's kind of identity, is that big defence. They're going to keep putting those shots in, they're going to keep folding, so always really tough to break down.
Interesting statistic that you yourself actually told me before this game, Ben. This Lansdowne team yet to pick up a bonus point this season. So, in terms of what you're seeing here today, do you think that's more on the back of, maybe some Lansdowne error? Is it Armagh? Is it a bit of both?
I suppose the way the games have gone this year, like the league is so competitive. Like Armagh are 8th in the league, we're 7th, but like anyone can beat anyone. The standard's so high that I think probably disappointed not to, but you can see here like the games are so competitive, so physical, and so can turn into such arm wrestles that those bonus points don't come as easy, I suppose, as they maybe did in the league a few years ago.
Madigan finds connection with the ball and lands himself 3 points just to give his Lansdowne side a little bit of breathing room. 15 points to 7 now with about 10 minutes left on the clock. Stat looks a little bit high. Referee plays it. The crowd here didn't like that one. They thought there should have been a penalty there for Armagh, but they had the ball back. They look to recycle. Sees a little bit of space in behind. Just a little bit too long there. Redmond picks up the pieces. Again, looking to play it out wide, but again matched by the Armagh defence. Chopping it out the opportunity here to keep the ball inside the Lansdowne red zone. Again, Lansdowne looking to play it wide. Again, he's isolating. The pressure on that was there from Armagh. Lansdowne managed to hold on to the ball. Cook just dishes it out, get themselves into a position now to try and clear their lines. And again, Blindside Captain Cook playing a scrum half role, man of many talents. As Lansdowne there look to just set themselves for the exit. As you can see, Sean Gavin just marshalling his forwards in there where to be. Pressure on Matthews, but he seems to find a good kick now. Pressure on. Again, that man McNeese. Form he's in today. You put out all your house on him to catch that ball. That's a great tackle. Again, Fitzpatrick's in over it, looks to have a sniff, and again turns it over. And gets the turnover by Fitzpatrick. Fantastic bit of play from the back row. That's the type of impact that your coach, Declan Fastman, will be looking for in terms of the guys he's bringing in there.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's exactly what Barry's strength is, getting over that ball, and I think that's coming at a very important time. Great opportunity to exit here, but we've actually missed touch. Oh, she got very fortunate there.
Just testing out the skills there of winger Sam Cunningham. Nearly kept the ball played out. Just think a foot just maybe ran into touch a little bit and gives Lansdowne a great opportunity now just on the 22. This is game 2 of a 3-game block. Then who's Lansdowne's next fixture?
Clontarf away next week, which obviously won't be an easy game. Trying to do the double over them, but so worry about this one first.
They just keep coming in this league. No such thing as easy games anymore. As Lansdowne look to play the wrap around, and Cook just sees the opportunity and looks like he's crossing, and yeah, just got their lines wrong there. Killian Redden, you can see the frustration in him. Probably should have given that there, but saw the opportunity to have a go. Yeah, just trying something different, but it just seems like every time they try to do something, maybe not your basic play, it just doesn't seem to be sticking for them at the moment. Again, Armagh now get possession just in front of us here at the halfway line. Great opportunity now to get a little bit of attacking front football. They've been defending here for a lot of this second half. They look to just try and hold on to the ball here and just get a little bit of momentum in terms of their play. So get that, need to win your lineouts. Great carry there by Carr. As he looks to play it out wide now, Lansdowne looks like they have numbers on if you can square. Looks to play the big pass out. Again, Sean Galvin finds the ball out wide. He's dodged the first tackle and carries it into the inside 22. Matthews, Madigan, onto Ross, and finds the offload to Bukes. Well tackled again, and just at the crucial moment, knocks it on and turns it over. That was again just great bit of attacking play by Lansdowne, but equally met by the smarts of City of Armagh. Just small shunt into one of the players in the ruck, which just nudges the elbow of Matthews, which causes the knock on. And again, just breaking down that attacking play, give them the opportunity just to catch a breath and get themselves out of jail again.
Yeah, some great front football there. It really looked kind of ominous, but again, kind of as you were saying, the smarts around the ruck. They have some players that are so good at it, but still, again, we're still here. So let's see if Armagh can exit.
As they just set themselves up here, get the ball back, and again, it looks like he might have knocked that on, but he's under pressure now. Lansdowne looking to get the ball in. Clancy's having a look and turnover again by Fitzpatrick, having a brilliant impact in this game. Gets the turnover. Scrum half Lewis Finley just didn't get his footing there, put himself under pressure, and gives the ball back to Lansdowne.
Yeah, good pressure by JM9, and then Barry was able to get his blue helmet right in the middle of that one. But great impact from him so far. So again, Lansdowne find themselves right in the Armagh 22. So this is kind of again something has to come with this.
Yeah, it looks like they're looking to keep this under the collar here and look to the big boys going for the scrum in 10 minutes. It looks like they're backing themselves. We're only saying there recently, or shortly a while ago, Ben. I don't know what side is on top in terms of scrum, but Lansdowne are obviously backing themselves.
Yeah, well, you can see there, that looks pretty ominous now. If they keep that in, Donald looks like he's keeping it in. That's a great penalty.
Great shove. Lansdowne scrum coach now, Teddy Boland, obviously would have learned a lot through the Mike Ruddock era, and he seems to be bringing that into into the squad that they have this season. You're obviously working in the front row with Teddy. What's he like?
Yeah, obviously playing with Teddy's like he would have been like an 80 kilo tight end, which is pretty unheard of, which obviously just goes to show, I suppose, his technical ability and his knowledge. But we have the likes of Greg McGrath there, who has so much experience, so much AIL games for Lansdowne. You can see kind of the shifts he's putting in. You know, only 5 minutes left here, probably, and he's still on the pitch, still putting in these shifts, which is immense.
Again, call it in. Looks like they lose their footing there on the 4G. Clancy seems happy enough just to let them recess. Just going through their sequences here, set up. Again, Lansdowne be very happy just to keep playing down this half the pitch. I'm not quite sure on times yet. Probably roughly about 4 or 5 minutes left in this game. It's getting Lansdowne look to keep it tight. Not getting as much of a squeeze on this time, Armagh. It breaks, gives to Parada, who's again finds yards, gets around the corner. Jack Cook cut right on the line now. And over they go. Try number 3 from the intro, Jack Matthews. And that should be the game, Ben.
Should be. Again, dominant scrum. Good link up there.
Not getting as much of a squeeze on this time,
Armagh. Probably trying to squeeze it out a bit more. Ref said to use it, but did very well, I suppose, to get those 5 metres and then just keep playing on the front foot.
Stephen Madigan does his due diligence and adds the extras to give them the full complement of a 7-pointer. They'll be delighted for it now. I suppose they go try and chase this first bonus point of the year.
Yeah, I'd say there's about 3 minutes left now. Definitely have the momentum. I suppose those tries are very hard work so far, but it'll be interesting to see now if we can get that bonus point.
Well taken by Ross. Equally carries, finds extra yards. Just in the tackle there, just loses his bearings, knocks it on. Get the option here again from Clancy. So they're taking the line out option here. So Ben, might be man of the match time. Who's your contenders here for today?
I suppose first person who springs to mind is Donald Lawler. He's kind of given football throughout the game. A nearly an 80-minute performance now, and you can see from start to finish he's getting over that gain line with his feet and his physicality.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Donald Lawler once again man of the match. Just point out this is in no way affiliated with the official Lansdowne Instagram and Twitter pages. Actual man of the match. This is just myself and Ben Popperwell's opinion. As our man now looking to try and chase this game.
Dead.
And just overcooks it. Plays it dead. That's the second time I've seen that game now. Matt did something very similar in the first half. Just must be a little bit of a gust of wind that's pushing into that corner there.
Yeah, I think when you have that wind going into the corner, I suppose it kind of invites you to try and go right on that 5. But I suppose where it's kind of open down there, it can kind of be stronger than you might think. So trying to get every inch out of it, which is fair enough. Trying to put it on that 5, but it's brought it right back to the halfway. So Lansdowne have one last chance here to get the 4th try.
Again, just looking at the clock here, it says it's down to 0, but I'm sure there's probably a minute or 2 left to play here on Clancy's watch. As our man look to just try and early engage and give free play to Lansdowne here as they look to carry up. Bukes just trucks it up there through the middle. Shooting up there, and Lansdowne number 9, Lewis Finley. Barry Fitzpatrick just diving straight off his feet there. The Armagh player is not impressed by that one bit. Just giving possession back to Armagh now with an opportunity to try and use that breeze to get themselves an opportunity here. Try and get back into the Lansdowne half. Finds a good touch just on the outside 22. This game's not over just yet, folks. Although if you base it on the support that you have around the ground here, it's gone very quiet. I think the energy might have just sat down this game a little bit. But Armagh, they're doing everything they can, holding on to the ball as McNeese looks to carry it up. Finds again good yards, been brilliant today for Armagh. Finley gives it out. Again, look to chuck it on as Lawler looks for the poach. Looks to find his players in around the breakdown. Again, Lansdowne, Fitzpatrick gets the turnover. That's the third one today. And now Lansdowne look to break. He gives it to Redmond. Redmond to Sullivan. Sullivan head down. Great tackle there from Planter winger Sam Cunningham. As he plays it wide now and they look to and Lansdowne just the crucial moments. Knock it on, and again, this game's starting to open up now in the last couple of minutes. Armagh now looking to play it wide. Lansdowne shooting. Lawler. Bukes gives away the penalty. This is where your strength conditioning comes into play. Some lungs will be blown out there. Everyone probably just looking for that final whistle.
Yeah, well, I think Roy Paddock kind of looked like he was running in treacle there with the incredible work there from the left winger from Armagh to kind of make that double effort and get there. But that probably was the opportunity now. But one last effort to keep Armagh out, and I'd say that'll be it.
Great kick there from City of Armagh at half. Evan Crummy bringing it probably just about 10 metres out from the Lansdowne line. Gives them maybe one last attacking opportunity here to try and get themselves set for a bus journey back up and positive spirits after a really good performance today. So look to play a trick play around the front of the line out and Lansdowne match it. So they maybe weren't overly sure what they were trying to do there, but they hold on to us and again just scrapping for those extra yards as Fitzpatrick looks to get over it again. And Finley doesn't get his bearings properly and gets it away. Finley. George Clancy now. Saying enough is enough to the Lansdowne team. Looks to be Stephen Madigan. Gets his marching orders. Madigan back in after last week's exploits over in Templeville Road with Charlie Tector and Cormac Foley rocking 9-10. Armagh now truck it up, keep it tight. Right on Lansdowne line here. Can they get something out of this game? Right on that try line. So just steady themselves. Lansdowne are matched to it. So out they go. And again, Lansdowne standing strong. Just scrapping for that ball and he looks to play wide. And on a sixpence, Sam Cunningham, in he goes. I think that's absolutely just reward for Armagh. They've been brilliant here today. They've been absolute true tests. And that has them coming up. They're by no means an easy team to play against. Really strong in defence and absolutely, I think, on another day they could have been right in with that game.
Yeah, I suppose they won't get anything out of the game, but at this point, but definitely, I suppose the scoreline probably reflects the competitiveness of the game slightly more.
And Kyle Falloon just steadies himself here for what we think is the last kick of the game. It's 22 points to 12 here in Lansdowne Road. Looks to bring it to 22-14. Let's up his steps. 2 flags are raised. And that, ladies and gentlemen, George Clancy calls a halt to us. Lansdowne 22, City of Armagh 14. My thanks to my co-commentator Ben Popperwell. And thank you very much for tuning in here today at BF Sport Analysis. We look forward to seeing you next week out in Clontarf for another massive game in this 1A campaign. It's Lansdowne 14.